We are in Sharei Orah, shiur number 14, Rabbi Yosef Chikatilia. We are, I want to mention one thing. Today is which Nisan? The fourth. Today is fourth.
Tonight's the fourth, right?
So 7th Nisan, put it down on your calendar. It's the Hilulah, the Bati Leganir, Bisason Mizrahi, Bad El Aziz. He was a very big Mikubal, Tzaddik Sod Olam. And he never ever took money from anyone. He never even used to drink a cup of water in shul, not to enjoy from anybody's money. And there's an idea that any tzaddik that never enjoys from anybody, if you do something from him after his death, he makes sure to pay you back. He doesn't want to stay in debt. His year it's Sanhedria. We missed it out. I didn't know he was buried there. We were saying 7 Nisan. 7 in Nisan. Another thing. 10 Nisan is going to be when?
Friday.
Is it going to be Friday? No, it's not Friday, no.
10 Nisan? No, it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday, that's his birthday.
Oh, very 10 Nisan. So also, 10 Nisan is a very powerful day. It's the day where the Jews were commanded to take the sheep to tie it to their bed. And the Ari HaKadosh brings down, that was the beginning of the Geula actually. Then when they brought the sheep, and
To the house.
to the house, yeah. And what's crazy, Naftali Bennett's birthday is also the 10th of Nisan. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
It's not a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence.
We gotta tie him to our bed.
120th birthday this year.
Yep.
All right.
So true.
Velefi. So we talked about Shem Amonai, and we said Shem Amonai is the source of Parnasa. The key to the Parnasa.
Which one?
Shem Amonai. We said this last week.
So Aleph, Dalet, Nun.
Right. And that's the secret. Birkat Hashem Hita Asher. And what Sphira is Bracha?
Okay.
Which Sphira is Bracha? Amonai. Malchut. Right? We said Bracha. It's the pool that takes all the Shefa inside. Correct? Yes or no? Alright, great. Velefi Kishem Amonai, and since the name Amonai Adad Menyud, who Kidimyon Otzar, it's like a treasure house, a pool. Lekabel Shefa Kol HaBerachot, they take the Shefa of all the brachos. Uminei Ha'atzilut, and all the parts of Atzilut. Uhu Bidimyon Berecha, as we said, a pool. Ubet Kibul, and a collecting house. It collects things. Lekachu milashon, therefore it's called also Amonai hachatzer. Malchut is also called the courtyard. So when you see in the Torah the word the courtyard, it's talking about Malchut. So far we have which names are Malchut? So far we have Bracha, we have Berecha, we have Amonai obviously, and Chatzer. So far all these names are Malchut. Keywords. Shebehen nichnasim ha'amudim. In it are the poles of the Mishkan. V'timtza kimea adanei kesef. When the Torah says there are 100 silver sockets, what's the name for 100 silver sockets in which the poles go into of the Mishkan? The Mishkan was poles. Poles. There were silver sockets. There were cedar poles. They were, a part of them, I believe, was in gold, plated, right? And they were then covered with a tent of crimson argaman. They say crimson. I don't know if it's really crimson. A tent of the leather. Certain leather.
Crimson is leather?
No, crimson is a color. It's a color. It's like what you're very close to what you're wearing.
It's like this.
No, I don't think that's crimson. I think it's darker. It's darker.
Bordeaux.
But that's
I think it's burgundy actually.
It's like that.
I think it's more what he's wearing. It's more of a crimson color.
Lighter than that.
We're gonna learn argaman is another key word for the malchut.
The raw material.
Argaman, huh?
What's crimson?
Anytime. So let's say you want to tap into a color. You want to tap into a sphera. You want to tap into it. Even what you wear, the color,
Taps into it.
it's that. So therefore, every shevet had a different color in the color stones. I'm not really sure what color was Naphtali, but I think Shevet Yehuda was blue. I think he was sapphire or.
Well, he had two colors. He had stone and then
Look at the whole shit.
And what the flag was,
Forget about the flag, but I think the flag was the same color as the stone. I'm pretty
Color
sure it
of the
was.
stone was the flag, correct.
black is Binyamin.
Black is
No.
Yosef.
No, Yosef.
Yosef.
Yosef,
Yeah.
Onyx.
Ox.
Binyamin
Onyx.
was
All the colors.
Yosef is the Onyx.
Yeah,
The
all the
Onyx.
colors.
Why Yosef? Black is the color of the Malchut, but Yosef is the Yesod. Why is he black? Because black is the color that includes
All the colors.
all the spectrums. So therefore, he has to give the Shefa to the Malchut.
It's a shade. It's not
You understand?
Black is the lack of color.
It's
Black
the
and
lag,
white.
and white is all the
So
Keter.
Reuben also.
So
Reuben's also-
Reuben is burgundy.
burgundy.
It's burgundy.
But he's also considered like
Gold.
not ox. But
No, he's Chesed. Reuben is Chesed. Chesed de Malchut. Reuben is Chesed. Sfirat Chesed. He's the first. He's the first brother. So anyway, so let's say on Shabbat, like we were talking about in the shiur, you have to wear white because white is Keter,
7 layers.
right? Not 4.
Not 7.
4. Use Kilafke.
He's not here for next Shabbat.
He's not. So 4. You gotta wear 4, but definitely not red. You should never wear red.
Yeah.
Don't vote Republican. No, I'm kidding. We have over here Yosef. Yosef is black.
If someone's favorite color
Reuben is
black,
Reuben. So this is, by the way, there's a machloket in the color. This is one shita. I think it's Rashi's, probably Rashi's shita. So we have Reuben is Reuben over here is blood red. Interesting. Where is Reuben, Shimon, Levi? Yehuda. Yehuda is a shade of blue. Who is the Binyamin is all the colors.
Yes.
Binyamin is all the colors. I wonder who over here is the diamond. There's 2 whites over here. One of them is diamond. Which one? Yehuda, Yisachar, either Zevulon or God. Oh, God is diamond. God is diamond. Yeah.
That's why your father's a setter.
God, because the color of man was white. Man, Haman, Kizera, God. Torah says God. Who, Lavan, Talmud says
Are you talking about
God.
these sockets? Right here, the poles? Or the poles are on this
No, that's the courtyard. That's the courtyard. It's also Malchut. And the sockets, how do you say sockets in Hebrew? Adenei.
at the name.
Also Ammonite, the Malchut. Okay, look inside.
On which street?
ותמצא כמאה עדני כסף. In what color is the Malchut over here? Silver. נעשו במשכן כמו שכתוב ומעט עדנים למעט הכיכר. 100 עדנים. Why 100? 100 is the last number. It's a full number. Malchut is the last sephirah. For 100 kikar la'aden, a kikar for the aden. Also Gan Eden. ואלו 100 עדני שבמשכן הוא כדמיון 100 ברכות שמנעות מן הברכה הגדולה. Why was there 100 kikars in the sockets? The sockets were made of 100 kikars of silver. Why 100? How many brachot do we have to make a day? 100, which is the malchut. It's the pool that's filled with 100 brachot. Right? I always talk about 100 brachot in the shiurim. I hope you guys are makpid for 100 brachot, especially on Shabbat, which is very hard to make 100 brachot. Right? So and ve'im chiser bracha, this is Rav Yosef Chikatilia. If you miss one bracha, oseh pegam.
Wow.
Avraham, oseh pegam. You make a blemish in the malchut, chas v'shalom. And what will that cause a reciprocal effect? Your wife was going to make with you Jangonozi. Because she's your malchut. So you don't take care of the malchut. So therefore your malchut is going to make you Jangonozi. Now, your malchut doesn't necessarily have to be your wife. It could also be your parnasah. Because we said, what's the source of the name of the parnasah? Malchut. So you also could make a pegam in your parnasah. Right?
If you miss blessing.
What?
If you miss blessing, when
If you miss one of the 100 brachot. One of the 100 brachot. Right? Okay.
Counting from the night, right?
Of course. So you have 19, 19, 19. You have 4 and 3. 2 Talit Tefillin. 2 Baruch She'amar. So if you count all your brachot that you make, you're at about 80, 86.
bathroom.
Yeah. During the day, if you don't miss the 3 prayers, you're probably golden. Probably.
No, but you have to,
You have 20 brachot HaShachar. So during the week, you're pretty good. If you don't, I counted those already. I counted 12 missing. Let's do it. Cool. 19, 19, 19.
60 skazhem.
37.
57. No,
57. 20 of Brachot HaShachar.
77.
77. 4 of the night of the Brachot of Aravit. Huh? 81. We're already at 81. 3 of the morning.
84.
Baruch Shamar Yishtabach.
89.
Huh?
89.
86. 86.
85, no?
86.
No, 86. 86. Talit Tfilin.
88.
88. So 12 brachot. So if you just daven 3 times a day, you already have 88 brachot. You only need another 12.
What a bathroom.
It's a klum.
Birkat
Kat Hamazon, yeah. Birkat Hamazon, right? That's Birkat Hamazon, yeah.
Four.
Now, yeah, exactly.
Sadis.
What?
Sadis.
How did we get there?
That's so much, bro.
What's up?
And Shabbat is how much?
3 19s, Brachot HaShachar, another 20. With Nisat Yadayim is 21, by the way. I just didn't count that one. You have 5 brachot of Shacharit, 4 brachot of Aravit. You have Talit, brachot of Kriyat Shema, Baruch Shamar Yishtabach, 4 brachot of Aravit. You have 2 brachot of Talit and Tefillin.
That's 89 then.
Yeah, 89, it's 89.
And if it's
11.
times 4, and I thought even that's too much, but I didn't look at it like that.
If you daven 3 times a day, you have already 89 berachot. You're Gucci.
If it's same count on Shabbat, how much it
Gotta-
comes out?
Some are Gucci.
Same count on Shabbat, how much it
No,
comes
on Shabbat you're at about 60.
out? With the same idea, right? The
Yeah, same idea.
What if nobody
60,
eats bread during the weekday?
You don't have to eat bread.
What are you gonna do?
Toilet, vadat,
You go to the bathroom. I counted a normal youth person already at the night. He already makes 10 berachot. Besides for the Aravit, he's already making 10 berachot.
Yeah, I'm about to make one right now. I ate.
Exactly. So therefore, you already have the berachot. You're good to go. Brenda Fashot, Chako, Sher Yatzar.
I got 2.
You're good to go, huh? Krak Shema Lamita. Well, we don't say the beracha. Whoever it does, it's another beracha. Anyways, during the week it's pretty easy. But on Shabbat, it's pretty tough. That's why I'm always careful to be at least Chazan once and they get Aliyat Maftir, which is another 7 berachot. Yeah. Okay. So we get it. So a person who misses the beracha, he's missing one of the brachot of the 100 sockets of the Mishkan. Okay? Well, chas v'shalom. Do it, you're gonna get it. You don't do it, you're not gonna get it.
I pictured it when I did it.
Chas v'shalom that you shouldn't get it. Chas v'shalom that you shouldn't do it. That's what you should say. Umatil mum, you're making a blemish
That's it.
in the malchut. That's pretty bad.
Exactly.
It's pretty bad. Va'asod, let's finish the paragraph. Va'asod taloi b'sod ayek becher. Oh, I should have kept the board. The secret is there is a configuration, not configurations. Not configuration. How do you say when a letter changes? No. When a letter could be another letter.
You talking about
Like atbash. Like aleph could turn into taf. Bet could be a shin. Like you work upside down. You know what I mean?
Last letters.
Anybody? Well, there's a transformation. Maybe transformation would be the best one. So there's many transformations, but the main ones that the Ari works with is a ayek becher, atbash, album, and atbach.
Right.
Okay, what's ayek becher? Ayek becher is an aleph, which is 1. Could turn into a yud, which is 10. But could turn into a kuf, which is 100. So aleph could be a yud, could be a kaf. Whenever you want to make a combination, transformation, how you see a word? No, you're not there yet. Don't jump the gun. Don't make combinations. It's not the thing yet.
I'm still learning.
You understand?
Base, man.
That's what I'm saying. So therefore, when a person, let's say, or for example, there's another combination. What's atbash? Atbash. Aleph is a tough. Bet is the shin. Gimel is a resh. Dalet is a kuf. Hey is a tzaddik. Vav is a fei. So therefore, you have the name, for example, matzpatz.
Max spot, yeah.
Matzpatz is one of the names of God. You could say it. It's because it's a configuration name. That name is really Yud Kei Vav Kei in configuration because the Yud turns into a mem. The Hey turns into a tzaddik. The Vav is to a pei. And the Hey is into a tzaddik again.
That's why I say no.
And that's where the shorish of olives come from. Olives come from that name. Therefore, if you don't want to have shichicha, you think of that name, right? Matzpatz. Or also, that name is also when you shave your peot, you should have kavanah, tough mem, tzaddik yud tough. It's also a configuration. Dari works with a lot of configurations because that's the secret. The more the shefa went down into the worlds, the more you need to know the configurations. The higher it is, the simpler it is.
It's a less of a dilution.
Right, exactly. It's not diffused as much. But at the same time, the more diluted, the more diffused it is, the more you could reach it. The faster it is to reach it. Right? So it's a catch-22. So you have to know how you're working, and every time how you're working with it, right? That's the Kavanah of America. So for example, so Ayik Becher is what? Aleph is a Yud. 1 is a 10. 10 is 100. So 1, 10, and 100 could all be interchanged. Then you have Bechor. Bechor. Bet is 2. Chaf is 20. Resh is 200. Then you have Sheleg. Snow. That's the source of snow. 3, 30, and 100. Sheleg. Right? And then you have, after Sheleg, you have Midat. Midot. Leah. 444.
Yeah.
444. That's Leah. That's the secret of Leah.
Okay.
Right? And then you have Hey. Hey is a tricky one. Because you only have 5, you have 50, but you don't have 500. What's the 500 in Judaism? A nun. Kohen. Kohen. Chaf, Hey, Nun. Because you have Tuf. After it's 400, you use 500 then. After Tuf, Nun, Sofit.
So 500.
It's going to be 500.
How's that going?
Chaf, hey, no.
5 turns into 50.
Because all the other words, it was either the back way forward or forward backward.
Right.
This one's the middle.
Hey doesn't have a Badzug. The letter Hey doesn't have somebody it connects to. It's the median. When you're a median, it's like you have equal numbers on the side, equal letters on the left side, but you're in the middle stuck alone. Like Shabbat. Shabbat said the 3 first days have each other, the 3 next days have each other. I have nobody. Right? So Hashem said, I'm your Badzug. Right? Shabbat Malagita. Anyways, let's not get, so you guys get the configuration, right? Ayik, Becher, Galash, Midat. Okay. What do we have next? Shu Sot now. Ayik, which is the first configuration, is the secret of the Kohen, the Levi, and the Israel, which is Nefesh, Ruach, and Neshama. See, even before the Ariya Kadosh was thought of being born over here, you already had Rav Yosef Chikatili bringing Nefesh, Ruach, and Neshama. But what more do you want of this? Think the Ari was Mechadish stuff? Ari was not Mechadish. He took it from here. Took it from him.
Yeah.
Took it from him. But he learned this book, Sharei Orah.
That's his.
לפי עיקר זה, and according to this, אמר דוד המלך, ברכי נפשי את אשר, bless my nefesh, God, to God.
There's 5 Barchi Nafshis.
There's 5 for the 5 parts of the soul. Tala brachot benefesh. Why did he say barchi? Barchi is what? Baruch. Bracha. What's bracha again? Malchut. What's the last part of your soul? Nefesh. Nefesh is what? Malchut. Barchi nafshi. The brachas come from the nefesh, which is the malchut. You see how everything connects? This is unbelievable. And I said people jump to the Ariya Kadosh, to the Ramak, to Yosef ibn Tzayach. You have over here all the chokhmah in Sharei Orah, all the chokhmah, all the connections you have in the sefer.
The simplest form.
In the simplest way, in the simplest language. And it's sweet. So David HaMelech spoke to Hashem, to the bracha, through the nefesh. And the nefesh needs to bless every day 100 brachot, shu keneged Israel, which is corresponding to Israel. The nefesh is corresponding to Israel. Ruach is the Levi, neshama is the Kohen. Kohanim are the highest level.
The blessing, the right.
They're the ones who are giving the blessings. They giving the blessings.
You gotta come from higher sources.
You gotta go to a shul that has a card.
Yes,
Every day.
yes. Unfortunately, I'm not zocher because I daven with the Ishkenazim. They're born with it. It's their birthright.
Yeah, they have to.
It's their status. It's their status.
Shikalaka.
So if the Israelite, when I say Israelite, Yisrael, Bnei Yisrael, need to say 100, what do you give to a Levi? A Maaser. Maaser, 10%. And what was the 10% go to? The Levi. The Levi. Levi is the Ruach. Nefesh. Now we're going next. 100. What's after? It's 1, 10, and 100. 100 brachot. What's the maaser? 10% to the lady. That's the ruach.
10%.
And he gives 10%. That goes to the kohen. Isn't he delicious? Isn't he delicious? It's like
Even this master not the
oh, but by the way, the halakha is the lady gives maaser from the maaser.
to the kohen.
It's called maaser mina maaser. Maaser.
2%, no?
No, there's a special name for it. It's special maaser. It's the Levi's maaser.
Yeah.
It's not maaser sheni. Yeah, we learned it. It's one of them. It's trumata Levi. It's called the truma of the Levi.
It's basically his own maaser.
Right. Well, but the Jew can't eat the Israeli can't eat his food until the Levi gives his maaser. That means the Levi can't wait to give his maaser. The Levi has to give his maaser right away. Right, understand? Which is
have to eat first.
the kohen. And by the way, you have to give to the kohen right away, right? You have to give truma gedolah, which is either 1/40th, 1/50th, or a 40th, a 50th, or a 60th of your pro. Really, according to the Torah, you could just give him an apple. So this is your truma gedolah to the kohen. Say no. The Chachamim say don't be cheap. You either a 40. It depends how it, right?
Yeah.
We learned about this in Masechet Pesachim. Remember? It's called truma gedolah. And you give the maaser to the lady, which is 10. And the Levi gives 1 to the Kohen, which is the secret of the transformations of the letters of Ayek. Aleph Yud Kuf. We see from here, if you miss one of the 100 blessings, that means you're missing to the Levi one, and then the Levi is going to miss the Kohen one, and everybody misses out. Because the Ruach didn't get 10 his 10, so therefore he can't give to the Kohen his 1. Which is the secret of Levi'in, and they take 10 from the Jews and they give 1 to the Kohen. One more paragraph because it has to do with this. This is the secret when you read the Parashat the Torah where the Levi'im give the Maaser, the 10th, the 10th, and the Kohanim give in the Torah. Therefore the Torah says, speak to the Levi'im and say to them, when you take from the Jewish people the tith, which I've given to you, in their land, it means you could only give the tith in the tith of the world. Eretz Yisrael, right?
So the Levim don't give
Soon we're gonna go there. Soon.
You don't
Whoever goes to Eretz Yisrael during the Shemitah year is a zechut. I was there. I invited you guys. You guys didn't want to come.
You didn't invite.
I invited you. You were married. I can't make you leave your house during the first year. Only to Argentina. You guys.
That's the whole idea, to leave.
I told you, I'm not going to Argentina.
That's it. It's
I'm
done.
not going to Argentina. I said only if I'm running away from somebody.
From Putin. The Sod Maaser Mina Maaser, which is the secret of the Maaser. The Maaser, like we just explained, is the Ayik. Aleph Yud Kuf. Kuf, Yud, and then Aleph. Therefore, don't be lazy. Be very careful every day to say 100, bro. V'im chas Shalom chiser pagam, made pagam. Ve'elu kuf brachot hem b'diyun me'ad al kesef. And when you make the 100 brachot, you're basically building your own mishkan, which is made out of 100 kikars of silver. Which is the secret of Ammonai, and from them comes the 100 brachas, which is the secret of the Parnasah. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'Amen, Laila Tov.